Welcome to the show, guys. Don't even know what episode it is anymore. Just another Friday. It took us like 40 minutes to get the setup because Yair's computer is like back in 2017. I don't know.
Bro, why you talking shit to my computer, bro?
Dude, I have a headache right now, bro. No, I'm kidding, man. Grateful for this amazing computer that we record this podcast in.
He's gonna come back from it.
Dude, I have to, bro. I'm grateful, bro. But Marty, how you doing, bro? How you doing?
Good, bro. I'm good. I'm chilling.
Dude, how was your week, bro? I like your hair.
It was good. Nothing. Just been busy doing photos.
Okay. Just randomly take a shot.
Okay. Yeah, dude, I've been so busy this week. I'm a little stressed right now, so.
You can tell, man.
Yeah.
You got a headache from a computer. Chugging a bottle or so.
I'm just probably gonna drink it like this, man. Honestly, like I just took the shot, dude, and I just feel so much better, bro. Here, you'll feel so much better, brother. Oh, bro, that was like a breath of fresh air, man.
Damn.
Fuck it, dude.
I gluck of fresh air. Damn, son.
Oh man, but yeah, how you doing, dude? You have some family here, man. It's great. It's a good Friday.
Bro, it's about to be 7:00, and I haven't ate at all, so. Feeling a little buzz.
You didn't eat lunch at all? Like not even like a 10?
I had some coffee at 10 a.m.
Damn.
That's the only thing I've had today.
Hey, bro, you're fasting, bro. Ethan will be proud.
Ethan, shout out Ethan.
Shout out Ethan. Nah, man, that's crazy. So what do you guys want to talk about? We really just have an open platform. I know I had some ideas. We've been talking a lot of like really out there stuff recently. So I kind of wanted to bring it back to earth on this podcast. But do you have anything you wanted to talk about, Morgan?
I mean, not really. I mean, the only things that I've been seeing out there has been like mostly that Jake Paul fight.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of that.
Can't believe he's gonna fight Mayweather. You know that's legit, right?
Logan Paul is his brother.
Logan
older
Paul.
brother.
Same thing, bro.
Yeah.
Logan Paul's the older brother. He's gonna fight Mayweather.
And he boxes too.
And then
Jake he's
Paul,
0-2 though.
Yeah, Jake Paul's the one that just recently knocked out Nate Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking to fight Conor McGregor or Dylan Dennis. And he
Did
just
Conor will fuck his ass up? What do you think?
Who?
Conor McGregor? You think he'll fuck his ass up?
I mean, yeah, I would think so. I would think because I feel like Conor McGregor has been fighting longer than him.
Yeah, and his whole life, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his whole life, and punching has always been his strong suit. And
yeah, dude, that guy has a hand of stone, man. His left hand.
Well,
is crazy.
I mean. It was weird because whenever he landed like that super clean shot on Floyd Mayweather, he didn't knock him out. So you guys been thinking
but you're talking about Floyd Mayweather.
That's the greatest boxer of all time.
No. I'm not saying that Floyd Mayweather didn't defend or anything. I'm saying that whenever Conor McGregor landed that clean shot on his face, he didn't knock him out. He knocks people out with those 6-ounce gloves, right? But whenever you have if you can carry
the boxing gloves, I think it's like 8 ounce.
You know, if you have a fatter glove, can you still carry that power? You know.
Yeah.
And I felt like he hit him clean on the chin because I went over it again just for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
And he lands like a super clean one right on his chin and he just fucking like goes like this. But I feel like if it was a UFC fight and he landed that shot like that would have.
And of course, with that he can follow up with like a kick or something, or something like that. But no, I still think Conor would fuck his ass up, For sure. Yeah, because Conor fought Floyd. And Floyd is one of the greatest, if not the greatest boxer of all time.
Not the greatest.
Just because he's a boxer, I'm not saying he's the best fighter of all time. He's a true boxer. Like, he doesn't get hit. He hits you when he want to hit you, and he takes you down into deep waters. So Conor hitting him, it's probably not a shot he hasn't took. Madonna rocked his ass one time.
Oh, for sure.
Shane Mosley
is the closest fight I've seen to Mayweather getting knocked down. Shane Mosley had him, but he was already kind of old. So, but he had him in the first couple, I want to say 4 to 6 rounds. After the 6th round,
yeah.
Maidana had him because he didn't try to outbox Floyd. Maidana just went full on fucking
full
savage on him. He was just throwing hands. Canelo tried to outbox. Everybody tries to outbox Floyd, but it's not gonna work.
How do you guys feel about these crossovers that we're getting in boxing now, like YouTubers fighting real boxers?
It's all for the money, but it's business.
Technically a YouTuber hasn't fought a real boxer yet, because Jake Paul fought Nate Robinson.
I'm just saying like YouTubers Well,
like I guess like the way
YouTuber.
where it's going.
Get into the zone, you know, because
I think that's dumb. I think that hurts and like discredits the boxing, the sport of boxing. I mean,
the industry.
I mean, but at the end of the day, you know, you can't hate, and you know, because I mean, they're getting their money. You know, they're smart. I mean, I'm sure Logan Paul, after he fights Mayweather, he'll be set for life. You know, that type of money.
If he's smart about it, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, we'll
so you're
we'll
saying
see.
it's bad because it discredits real boxers?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
How many fights do you have to go through to fight a champion?
Yeah, exactly. Imagine how many
For
of these
some
boxers,
YouTuber just to off of Instagram call him out and be like, all right, I get to fight one of the greatest just for calling him out.
Yeah. Compared to, yeah.
Somebody that's actually been in the boxing industry, been in the business, having to go through all those fights to get a title shot.
100%.
I just feel like if those boxers could like, I don't know. I feel like boxers should be the opposite way. Instead of social media, people trying to get into boxing just because they want to, right? I feel like the boxers that are coming up should be like forced to do some kind of social media to get some followers, to get some eyeballs on the sport.
I mean,
you know?
I feel like
because one person that's doing a real good job of that is that kid Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
He started a YouTube channel. He's becoming like a little influencer.
But at the same time, because he's younger too, you know.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
It
older.
goes
That's what I'm
both
saying.
ways.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
there's a lot of young boxers coming up, and I'm saying like I feel like they should, all of them should be.
I mean, and like all those athletes, man, they have a management team that advises them on how to grow their brand. That's one of their like the keys in the fight game, right? Like even like in the UFC, they'll talk about like, oh, in the last year I grew my following from 100,000 to over 1 million now, or you know, and that will produce you a bigger fight because what you know you clearly have a bigger audience, which means there's gonna be more pay-per-view buys or whatever, right? Just draw it. At the end of the day, it's a business, right? So.
Yeah. You got to be able to sell yourself.
Sell yourself.
Sell the fight. That's why you see a lot of UFC fighters and a lot of the boxing fighters calling out Jake Paul because they want to
get money.
Yeah, get money.
I saw Henry Cejudo.
Henry Cejudo, Romero. You got Dylan Dennis.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of fighters calling him out.
But they do that because also they're not getting paid that well at the UFC.
Yeah, they're not.
If they get a fight with one of the Paul brothers, bro, that's a bag, bro.
Yeah, because they're making so much money off YouTube and you know they're following. I mean, and that's the overall power of the internet, right? That like you know if you have a big following, you can command the shots, right, of where things are gonna go or how things are gonna be played out.
Yeah.
So
I guess that's the argument I was trying to make.
It's just the world we live in now, maybe, right?
I guess that's the argument I was trying to make, like to get more eyeballs onto the sport, getting new people into the sport. I know that the Logan Paul and all that stuff is not the correct thing for the sport, but it's getting more eyeballs. So that's what I was saying. Like if the boxers could do a little bit more than just boxing,
that's
and get
why
some of the social media going.
McGregor was so big for the UFC because he would sell himself. He would sell the fight.
He is the ultimate salesman, man.
Yeah, he would talk so much shit before the fight. He would sell the fight,
like talking shit at like the highest quality level.
Who the fuck
you know?
are you?
I think what made him so great with the shit talking was like he was speaking truth. Like he wasn't trying to be like he wasn't saying some random shit. You know how some people say like, "Oh, you're fucking ugly" or something dumb, right? He would always be like, "Oh yeah, this guy he gets rocked every fight."
Like I butchered your face.
Yeah.
You I don't know. I saw that clip today. Like when he had fought what was it called? I forgot his name. I don't know. It was a guy who took a fight against Conor. When he was supposed to fight Jose Aldo, and then this other guy took the fight.
Dos Anjos?
No. Damn it, man! Because he's not that fucking big. No, Chad Mendes.
Chad Mendes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Chad.
So Chad Mendes is a wrestler. He actually fought pretty good against Conor in the first round, but Conor just I mean he's just too strong and he caught him with that mean left and that was it, man. But like back to your point, man, about boxing is I feel it's bad for the sport of boxing that this is happening. However, I mean now it's really just about entertainment and it's good for entertainment, you know, because I'm not gonna lie, I was really into the Jake Paul Nate Robinson fight. Like when I wanted to go watch it, wanted to go watch the Tyson fight and that was the undercard. I was excited to watch it, you know.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I mean it's doing its job, drawing my attention to it.
Because it's not the super professional you know that these are seasoned fighters, right? I guess what makes it exciting is that oh shit, is this YouTuber gonna knock out this?
And he did.
Like right, it's
but it's not real boxing.
Yeah.
No, it is boxing. It's real boxing.
Well, I mean,
bro,
dude,
we have a
you seen
retired
Jake Paul,
basketball player fighting. He's not real boxing.
Well,
I feel you too.
It's real boxing because they literally called it a boxing match.
Oh yeah, but they're not professional boxers.
Oh, technically they
Yeah,
are. They are.
They're
Technically.
retired.
Huh?
Who is this guy?
Jake Paul.
No, but the other guy.
Nate
Nate
Robinson.
Robinson.
He's an NBA.
So you're
To
calling him?
fight- to
You're
fight-
calling
to
him a
get a
professional
fight-
boxer?
Well, as I'm saying,
Technically, they
like,
are.
I'm
But
not-
he's not.
No, like
Everybody knows he's not. The
100%.
way he fought, you could tell he's not.
No, 100%, and I see your point, and I agree with it. You know, like he is just technically he is like under to fight there, but you know he's not
never
of
fought
like
before.
professional boxing caliber. Clearly, I mean you saw it in the fight.
Oh, for
The way he was rushing in, he was asking to get caught with a hook. So, no, and this is why I think, you know, another reason why this is happening, guys, is because boxing is a sport and really just became a business, right? So back in the days in the 80s and the 70s, really like, I mean, the golden, going back to really the golden age of boxing where the best will fight the best, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it really, I feel like in the 2000s, starting in the late 90s to the 2000s, it was more of like a business, and you just would never see the best fight the best. You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
It was always
think
drawn
about
out.
how long it took us to see Pacquiao and Mayweather. We wanted to see that like
Would you
3-4
blame
years
that
before it happened.
on Mayweather?
No, it's not blamed on Mayweather.
No,
It's
no,
that
he's known throughout his career to pick out his fights either out of his opponent's weights or just waiting for them out of their prime.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but
He
also
kinda-
it was not just Mayweather. It went along through a lot of like.
I
money.
think just Mayweather did it the best. You know,
Yeah.
that makes
He
sense. Like,
navigated it the best.
yeah, he navigated it the best
Yeah.
because I mean he's still 50. He's 50 and 0.
He's 50 and 0.
50 and 0. And I mean he has that 0 next to his number. I mean he is a great boxer though, man. I mean you cannot take that away
Oh
from
no,
him.
for sure.
He is a crazy talented. The next big fight that I'm looking forward to see is going to be Earl Spence Jr. against Terrence Crawford. Are you familiar with those boxers?
Yeah. When is
Yeah.
that one?
It hasn't been an actual set date, but that's the next big fight to make. Earl Spence Jr. He just fought Danny Garcia like 2-3 weeks ago and completely fucked his ass up. Terrence Crawford fought a dude about 2 months ago or so and knocked him out like in the second, third round. So that's like the next big fight. And another fight I want to see is Tank Davis. Do you know who Gervonta Davis is?
Ryan Garcia.
And Ryan Garcia.
I don't think that's gonna happen in a couple years.
You don't think so?
No.
I mean,
Nah,
they both say they wanted to fight in
They
2020.
both do, but De La Hoya won't allow.
Ryan Garcia's too early.
I don't even think Ryan Garcia's with De La Hoya anymore, bro.
He was, but he called him out on Twitter. He called out De La Hoya on Twitter. He said, "You're supposed to be my promoter, not my hater."
Yeah.
I wouldn't like Ryan Garcia to fight Tank Davis just
He's
yet.
too young, bro.
He's too young.
Nah, I mean,
He's
you know,
what,
Tank Davis
20?
is 24. Ryan Garcia is 21, bro.
21.
No, I know, but
I think they just look older. Ryan Garcia looks like a young kid, but I mean, they're 3 years apart. I mean,
no, I know that. But the boxing experience, the fights that they have, they're not at the same caliber yet. I feel like. I think if Ryan Garcia, it's gonna be. too
yeah,
early.
I feel you because I mean, Tank Davis just knocked out what was his name, De La Cruz,
De La Cruz, yep.
Leo De La Cruz or something.
right? Yeah, or something like that. I mean, that guy
He
was a
knocked
proven
him out
fighter. I
bad,
feel yeah.
bro.
Ryan Garcia probably needs to get somebody like legit under his belt before making that big fight.
And that's another thing too. Like all of the belts that they have, it's just so confusing, bro.
Oh yeah, it's like they just hand out the belt.
Would you say boxing's a dying industry?
Yeah, man, especially with the MMA. I think
UFC.
MMA is the next big wave. I feel that in like 5-10 years, we can see two things: the UFC completely just taking over all fighting sports, or other organizations like Bellator also really competing for that top spot.
Because honestly, there's a fight tonight, Friday, Triple G. If you ask me who he's fighting,
I don't know who he's fighting.
I didn't
I don't
even
even
know
know
who
he was
Triple G
fighting.
was
and for
fighting
the
until, like,
people
2 hours
that
ago.
know the name 2 or 3 fighters that he has fought before. Nobody knows the guy, even though he's probably good. Don't get me wrong, he's probably good. Nobody knows the guy.
And that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying with the social
Yeah.
media stuff, bro. They need to do more than just train all day. Like they need
Yeah.
to do something else.
And tomorrow, Canelo, who is he fighting?
I don't know,
Smith.
this tall ass dude. That's all.
Tall
I know.
ass dude. Everybody knows, like, oh, he's fighting this undefeated young dude. Who has he fought?
Yeah.
Nobody knows the guy, bro.
Yeah. No. I
And
mean,
everybody's
I get
like,
that.
oh, it's gonna be a good fight. Oh, do you know the fighter?
I know
they're
Canelo.
I know Canelo.
Yeah,
That's about
yeah.
it.
And I gotta say, man, I mean, Canelo, like, I mean, it's like I'm very proud to be Mexican, and especially, you know, cause like in our warrior spirit, it's like fighting is in our blood, and like somebody like Canelo like shows that, because I feel like Canelo has really tried out there and taken out some good names, man.
Oh,
You
for
know?
sure.
Oh, yeah.
He's fought the best. You
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
call
I
him
feel
out for
like-
not fighting somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
people
he's
call him
only
out for not
lost-
fighting Triple G the third time, but I mean, 2 is enough.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
No, I mean, yeah, it's fine, but I'm just saying, like, the last one, it was so contested. I don't know.
I
And
think
also that,
I
like,
think
don't
Triple
even
G
care,
won it
like,
50-50 when Canelo's bringing in all the money.
Yeah. No, that
Everybody
shouldn't
wants
be
to fight him
50-50.
because I mean,
Yeah, and
Right
dude,
now-
even he split up with the Zone, the people who had bought him out.
Yeah. His
split
contract that he was one of the biggest paid contracts ever. You know.
But the Zone wasn't putting up enough
the Zone-
fights, that they were like going bankruptcy, and they were like, "We gotta drop you, bro. We can't pay you the money." Now he's suing them
Mhm.
for $200 million or some shit like that.
it's insane how much
They get
professional athletes get paid.
Well, with professional boxers.
Professional
Overall,
boxers, man.
Baseball players, soccer players,
No, soccer
NFL
players don't
players.
make a lot of money, bro.
Wait,
Who?
soccer players?
Soccer
No,
players?
Yeah,
brother.
they do, bro.
Who?
No, okay, you're talking about the top 1%, bro.
No, but I'm talking about it overall, bro. Mexican league, they are way
They're
overpaid.
getting paid, bro.
They're
European
getting
league,
much
don't
money
even
they're
talk
making?
about the European
like
league.
millions, bro.
They make millions.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
bro. That's why whenever the European league, they start trickling down to
That's
Mexico.
not my sport, so I can't say much on that. But I didn't think they
Bro.
made that much good money.
You know who doesn't make good money?
European
UFC fighters.
European
You right?
teams won't buy Mexican players because they're overpriced, and they'll tell them, "Hey, I can get a way better player from South America or Europe
Yeah.
for the price that you're selling me this player for."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the only ones that are not getting paid well are the UFC fighters, which
Yeah,
sucks
you-
because they're the most entertaining ones, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they're coming up, but yeah, before they're still underpaid.
Yeah, very, very underpaid. But at the same time, I mean, I guess if you look at it, they fight for 15 minutes. You know that is what they're being paid for. You know.
Yeah, but also...
I mean,
No,
I
they're
don't
getting,
agree. I think
yeah,
they should
they're
be
getting paid
more.
for all what they
But-
know. It's,
yeah.
it's not something like, hey, like me asking you to do something that you went to school for, and me telling you, oh, hey, bro, but you did it in 5 minutes. Nah,
Well,
you
it's
know,
not- it's not that. Yeah, you
I'm
spend
not
your
paying you
whole
for your
year
time.
training.
I'm paying for the years of training that you have done.
Your manager, you're paying for your the cook, the chef.
No, I mean, and that's why so many UFC fighters, like even like Geoff Neal, I think he's the main event tomorrow for UFC Fight Night. And it's actually an amazing card actually tomorrow. So
It's free.
listening, well, if you're listening to this on Tuesday, on Saturday, it was a good card. So cool.
It's just also like
But the point I'm trying to make is that it came out that even like Geoff Neal, like while he was already in the UFC, right, he was still a waiter at Texas Roadhouse.
yeah, there's a lot of fighters still working.
That's crazy, bro.
That's crazy, bro. You
That's
know,
fucking crazy.
There's a lot of UFC fighters that work part-time jobs aside from fighting.
You talk shit to
Yeah.
your waiter, might fuck around and get fucked up.
yeah, he'll fuck your ass up, man.
Dude, and then you see Jake Paul started talking shit also to Nate Diaz, bro.
Nate Diaz,
no,
he
Nate
replied.
Diaz will pull up. He'll pull up
That's
on
what
his
I'm
ass
saying,
and slap
bro.
him.
That's dangerous. Don't do that.
I saw a post that he might fuck around and get jumped on the streets, bro.
Dude, for real. Because Nate Diaz, bro, you start
Those are
talking
some
shit.
true gangsters right there, bro.
Yeah.
The Diaz brothers, man.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
a lot, bro. That boy's over his head.
Yeah.
He looked bad on his last fight against Masvidal, though.
Oh, Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't look too good, but I feel like Masvidal was also like running on a big wave and a big high.
Oh,
I
man,
mean, Masvidal just looked really good, man. Hopefully he has a really good performance coming up. I'm sure he's gonna fight here in 2021.
Connor's fighting 2021.
Yeah, I mean that's it.
Against
Against Poirier, that's gonna be a badass fight.
there was people. I mean, from what I saw online, betting $2,000-$3,000 on the Usman versus Masvidal fight.
Going for who?
For Masvidal, because they were riding the wave, but Masvidal had a week notice
To fly out to Abu Dhabi, cut weight, and fight.
cut weight. If anybody that knows the sport, they would have taken that bet.
If you guys ever have a chance, anybody that's listening, go see Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier press conference. Oh my god, that was so funny. That was like one of the first press conferences I've seen from Conor McGregor, and I don't know who
that
he
was before he was really Conor.
That was before he was really Conor.
like this
Before he was huge.
superstar.
Yeah. And the way he talks to him, it's so funny. It's like they're like, hey Dustin, what do you have plans like for the fight coming up with against Conor? He's like, I mean, we've been working really hard in the gym. We're gonna show up Saturday and we're gonna do work. And then they're like, okay, Connor, what is your plan for this weekend? And he gets the mic. He's like, well, clearly you can see he doesn't have any plans because he doesn't know what he's gonna do. He's like, there's in the gym you feel something in the air. He's like, you start seeing punches that you're gonna get in the future. And I see a right hand coming across his fucking face and knocking his ass out. And he's like, it's around 1 KO for sure. And I was like,
and it was, brother. It was in 2 minutes, man.
What
he caught him with a right, exactly like you said, over his head, stumbled him, continued on, and then bounced his head off the canvas like he said he was.
What I find crazy is what people call lucky shots. If you go back to the McGregor against Jose Aldo fight, if you go back to the Masvidal against what was his name?
Ben Askren.
Ben Askren fight.
Yep.
Going back to the boxing, if you go back to Juan Manuel Marquez against Pacquiao fight, they all have been training that same move over and over. It is not luck, bro. They know their opponent and they know exactly what they're gonna do.
Yeah, there's
I think like at that level, of course. Let's say like I fought somebody or anybody, right? Just an amateur like myself or us, right? Fought somebody in the street. Yeah, you can get caught with a lucky punch.
Yeah.
But at that level, there's no luck. It's all
they have
like,
studied their opponent
they studied
over
repetition, the muscle memory that like when this happens, your muscles already going, before you even think about it, right? So, I think they showed a video of Connor warming up before the Jose Aldo fight.
Yeah.
Right? Of him throwing that like the exact same thing and jump, moving and then just throwing that mean left. And that's exactly what happened, because the muscle memory was there. He knew what he needed to do.
Same thing with Masvidal in practice. He did that same move, just kind of warming up.
Oh, yeah, running and jump.
Yeah, just running up. And
yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
I think it was what's Henry Cejudo on Joe Rogan that said he practices, but he practices with the music. He does the walk into the. I feel like that's really fucking smart, so you won't get nervous on the day of the fight.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're still nervous and they're still scared.
Yeah, for sure.
But it just like you wanna feel that, right? You wanna know how it feels.
You wanna close your eyes and be able to feel that energy going around you, and
because it's a true thing, and it's like even now, like right, that I train this girl who I know who's she's the wife of one of my training partners. She competed last week. She got like 3rd place, and she said she won her first match, but she was like she hyped herself up so much that like she had like an energy dump, like the adrenaline and better said adrenaline dump
where you go hard as shit.
Yeah, but like it's also right. It's all in your head, right? You know what I'm saying? And so, I feel like what Henry Cejudo does with that is he trains himself so that doesn't happen. Does that make sense, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Because like if you hear some fighters, they'll talk about that sometimes they'll be so emotional or so fucking ready that like they will literally like wear themselves out mentally before they even actually start fighting, right? So. Yeah, I mean, that's why it's so important. Those small details. I mean, you're going out there to fight somebody, man. You don't play fighting. Fighting is. I think it's cool, man. I mean, it's cool to know how to fight, and it's cool that it's becoming more and more mainstream. The UFC.
Who did Adesanya fight for the belt? It was a Mexican dude.
Who did he fight for the belt?
Yeah,
Kevin Gastelum.
Have you seen his interview with Joe Rogan for the last round? He said he looked at him. He was like, "I'm ready to die."
Yes, bro. Look,
but I'm ready to kill.
I said this to Jonathan earlier, like a couple of days ago. I mean, not a couple of days ago, like 2 hours ago. And is this right here?
Overall, Adesanya is one of my favorite.
Oh, for sure. When he goes, look how gangster this is. What he said.
That's Adesanya.
He says, I have no problem. I'm prepared to die. So this is a fight when this is the 5th round when Adesanya fight Kevin Gastelum. And so they were actually fighting for their interim middleweight championship, right? So, and it's crazy, and it shows, and this is why I'm so proud to be Mexican, because like us Mexicans, man, we fight like it's literally in our spirit. Like even you saw like on Saturday. Did you see the fight on Saturday?
Which
or
one?
The highlights, the Figueroa against Moreno.
Oh no! I saw the highlights, but I didn't actually watch.
That was a fucking war. Me and my wife went to go see it. And anybody, bro, who's like in fighting, and even when Conor McGregor, I know after he mentioned this fight of Israel Adesanya and Kevin Gastelum, he's like, he was like, I've tasted the chin of a Mexican fighter. They just don't break, you know. And it's like,
you gotta not. Yeah, you really gotta.
Yeah, exactly. So Israel Adesanya fought Kevin Gastelum, and you know what I'm saying. It went the whole 5th rounds, and it's really it was actually the fight of the year in 2019. And so I think it was 20. Yeah, it was 2019. So it goes. It's a true out war. Izzy gets dropped. Kevin gets dropped. It's the 5th round. And I remember when Israel Adesanya afterwards, when he won, he went to Joe Rogan. He said he was like in that 5th round, he was like, that is like the most beat up he had ever been or something like that. You know, like going into the 5th round, like he had never been in that dark place. And even right here in the post I just showed y'all, it says like Israel, this post happened, you know, right now or like a couple hours ago. He says like, I've been to hell. What his post was actually like, he's like, I've been to hell and I told the devil to take a day off or something like that. Yeah. But it's just like, you know, in that 5th round, really in deep waters. I mean, think about, you're super fucking tired. Your fucking face is busted up. You probably got fucking kicked in your ribs, and you have 5 more minutes to go. And you know, it's a 2-2 round. You know what I'm saying? 2 rounds to 2 rounds. So you know, you got to finish this. And
I feel like at that point,
it was a crazy fight.
Probably mentally, bro. Like at that point, that 5th round, when y'all were both, because if you go look at that fight, there's videos of him like looking at Kevin and telling, like, from his side of the ring, the octagon, he's saying, I'm ready to die. I am ready to die. Like let's fucking go. Like, you gotta knock my ass out.
That shit gives me goosebumps, man. Like he said, he was like, he and you see it in the video I just showed y'all. He said he looked at Kevin and he said, he's like I have no problem. I'm prepared to die. And in the Joe Rogan podcast, he said he was prepared to die, so he was prepared to kill. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I mean that
you got to look at it both ways. If you're ready to die, you're ready to kill.
Yeah. And I have no problem with that at that moment. I mean, you're fighting. You know, you have to do what you have to do. This is what you signed up for. But of course, you don't want that to happen. But you know, at that moment, I understand his mentality, and it's just beautiful to see. And that's what I think the UFC, or you know, the UFC really, but also MMA as a whole, is so beautiful. It's such a beautiful sport. I mean, International Fight Week's coming up. That's when Conor McGregor will fight. And like, you know, the Dana White promotional stuff, he said, I don't care where you're from, what language you speak, or your religion, your color, your skin. He was like, we're all humans. And it's like, fighting is our DNA. And it's truly true. Like, you know, fighting goes back to like forever. Yeah. You know, the Romans, the gladiators, you know, all these different things. And I mean, so many things I'm sure that got lost in history, but fighting has always been. And the beauty about it too as well is that the different cultures, the different styles of fighting, you know what I'm saying? Like from like the Mongols to like, you know, Sambo in Russia, right? To like, you know, martial arts, or like, you know, like karate or something like kung fu coming out of like China, and like now freaking Brazilian jiu-jitsu coming out of Brazil, you know what I'm saying? I mean, think about like 100 years ago, a family of people, the Gracie family, developed a martial art that's now worldwide. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So
the Gracies.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Dude, I didn't know one of those Gracie guys went to Shark Tank to pitch a idea for a sweater backpack or something.
Yeah, sweater backpack.
Oh, wait, I didn't watch that.
That's, I think his name is Renan. Oh, no. I forgot what his name is. But he's really big. He's one of the. He has really done a great job of marketing himself through like social media and stuff like that.
Wait, what was that about?
He went to Shark Tank to pitch an idea for a sweater that converted into like a little backpack. So whenever you took it off, you could just put it on your bag.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the best idea, but
did they invest in it?
I don't know. I just saw the clip. No, it didn't make any sense. That wasn't a no. I probably wouldn't either.
Talking about like entrepreneurship or whatever. Not really, but I mean, moving to technology. Have you guys seen the new Apple AirPods Max?
Oh, dude, I bought the freaking. Remember when I told you I bought the Pros?
Yeah.
Dude, I hate them, bro.
Dude, really? Why?
I hate them. I love the regular AirPods so much, and I was like, I was gonna rebuy them, but I was like, might as well just buy the newest ones, you know, since I'm gonna spend some money.
Yeah.
And I honestly hate them, bro. They always like slip out my ear, like because it has those like that rubber buds.
The buds, they're black buds.
Yeah. And I remember one thing I love about the AirPods, it didn't even feel like I was wearing anything. It just like, you know, I could work out and it wouldn't fall out or anything.
Really? Wow.
These do, man, and it's just so freaking annoying. And I honestly, no kidding, dude, I was about to like, I got so mad I was working out and it kept slipping off. And then it stops my music, you know?
Yeah.
And I was literally about to, like, just step on them, bro. I was like, no, bro. Like, you're just angry right now. Chill the fuck
Calm
out.
down. Like,
It's like 250 right there.
Going
down
back to Apple, bro. I am so invested in Apple phone, Apple computer, MacBook.
Yeah.
But I even told y'all
you're
I
going to
move
Android.
over,
Yeah. You're going to Android.
Not Android. I want to go. I saw the
Google phone.
the Google phone or something. Dude,
Yeah, but it
I'm
runs on Android.
Okay,
Android is the
whatever.
the operating system.
Loser.
I saw it on at Best Buy.
It's all right, brother.
They're
Go
going
ahead.
out of business, but that's a different topic.
Okay, and then what were we saying? You were gonna talk shit about Apple? Go ahead.
Dude, Apple's just been fucking us for so long, and we're still buying from Apple. They started off with no more headphones. You got to buy the
Taking off the taking off
dude.
the
Now charger. I'm like, fuck. It's gonna get to a point where you got to buy the phone and then the program and then what the fuck, bro? And everybody is just why? Because iMessages. You want to be cool with your friends.
I feel like it's more than that too, man. I feel like it's efficiency. That's what it's done for me. Like,
in what way?
like okay, so
I can explain that. I feel
Okay.
like I don't know if.
please explain that, brother.
Well, for me, like I started off with like the Galaxy 8, Galaxy 9, and I was on the Galaxy stuff. And to be honest, like I would buy and I would be like, ooh, you can have files and you can have a stylus and you can have this and this and that. And that's how I started with Android, right? But then I was like, bro, like to be honest, like the only thing I'm really on is just Instagram, just my social media, right? For sure. I never use it for any of that professional, whatever other stuff that
I don't use my iPhone. Like I just text and use my social media.
I don't know if it was one of my friends had an iPhone or whatever, but like I would get on their like phone and I would use their Facebook and Instagram. That shit would run smooth, and I was like, bro, fuck this thing. Like and I remember always, like for some weird reason, always all of my Android phones that I had, I'll be texting or something, and then like one of the keys will get stuck. And then I'll just be like texting, and then I'll catch up, like catch up, and then it was just too much, and I was like, bro, fuck that. Like next phone I get is gonna be iPhone. And I got the iPhone, and it worked perfectly for Instagram, like just for what I needed. I don't need it for any of that bullshit. But
you did mention last time that when you were buying a computer, you would see other computers for way less price than your MacBook, and then you were like,
even that, bro. Like again, like I would always go to, dude, I promise you not. One time I went to Best Buy and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a Mac. And I went in there and I was like, fuck, bro, like this is not even like the specs of this Mac does not compare good enough specs for the computer, because I'm not gonna say the specs because I'm pretty sure no one cares, but the specs were all right, and then the computer was $1,000. And then I would go to the like normal PCs, right? Super badass specs, $700 or $600, compared to alright specs, $1,000.
okay.
So I would like, and then it would always get me. I'd be like, fuck that, I'm gonna get a regular computer, right? And I got a regular one for $700 with badass specs. And I would get home and I'll be like, what the fuck did I do that for? Like, here I am again, stuck, going slow, shit's not working right. And then until I got my actual first Mac computer, I later found out that the reason why Mac computers and Android and Apple phones work so well is because all of those parts that are on their devices, they work together as a system, and they're only built for that system, right? Where computers that are from PCs or Androids, they're just like you just pick them up from wherever. Like whoever makes it cheapest, they get it from there. They get it from that guy. They get it from this guy. They put them together, and hopefully it runs smoothly throughout the whole of its life.
So I can speak a little bit into this because we were just been going through this in my training class. So it's two different ideas, right? So it's bolted on software, right? So you can bolt on. So it's like, I feel like what Android does is like they have their core software processes is solid, right? But what they do is they bolt on different systems, right? Boom,
mix and match.
Boom, boom, boom. And then what it does is like, these systems work, but they don't really work as efficiently.
Yep. And,
right.
And you have a badass specs.
Right. Right. Exactly. Right. But you just know, like, as now, especially how like us humans are being like, catered to now, especially here in the U.S. We want efficiency. We want speed. We want,
you just want to turn it on and make it work.
Fast.
Like turn it on and
exactly. I'll get into that after this. But now what Apple did is it created a single open system, right? Where it's single because everything within Apple work so well, right?
Okay.
But at the same time, they allow certain things to come into their system as well, like the applications like Facebook, Twitter, whatever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, using like the core, like, you know, Apple, you know, system, right, to make it run like really smooth, really fast, and really efficient. Dude, like for example, right, boom, right there, my phone unlocks. Samsung had that like 3 years ago, you know, but I remember I think my dad had it, and it will be doom, and then it's just like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've
It doesn't work
seen
the
those
same.
memes on Facebook. Because,
Right.
I mean, I've had fucking iPhone for, I don't know, since like
I
high
got
school,
mine
bro.
in
Even the Snapchat.
2015. I think.
Yeah.
You know,
But
Snapchat the camera.
I've seen those memes that people say, Android users, oh, we've had that for 5 years, and then they shit don't work.
That's
Dude,
how it be,
okay,
dude.
so bringing it back to the headphones.
Oh yeah, that's how we started.
That's how it started, yeah. So the headphones, like I'm not gonna buy them, right? But I'm just
I'm
been
fucking
doing
not
reviews.
gonna buy that shit. Fuck no. It's like $600, right?
They're like $600, yeah, 500 something. But
Wait, what? Headphones?
yeah, they
so
dropped
they're
some.
making like these right there. It's called the Pros Max or
Pro
something.
Max,
Yeah,
Apple
I haven't
Air
even
Pro,
seen them,
Pro
bro.
Max. They look like, you know what they look like? They look.
bitch. That just kidding.
Do you remember?
I don't speak pro.
Do you remember whenever you would go to the computer lab in school or whatever,
Yeah.
and you would get those squared? Remember the squared ones?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
looks
it's like those, yeah, but smooth, right? And
Are
then
they
at the
nice?
top, it's like it goes up to here, and then it's just mesh like this, like mesh here. So, anyways,
It cost them like $5 to make that shit, probably.
probably, bro. It's
somewhere.
No, a little more than that, I'm sure.
well, anyways, they're $500. But
Probably
the
about
thing is that there's no off button for them. So if you want them to power down, you have to put them in their case, and the case looks so stupid. It's a stupid ass case. You put it on there, and then
How does a case look stupid?
Oh, you just look it up. It looks stupid, but whenever you grab it, like it looks like a purse. It looks like you're holding a purse whenever you have your headphones, and the reason I feel like they made these ones is because they had bought Beats, right? Apple bought Beats by Dre, and I feel like they're just trying to get rid of that brand now. So they came up with their studio ones. I mean, with their big headphones, right? To use them as like a platform. Because remember how Beats used to be the cool thing? Like you wear them around your neck and you were like the badass. So I feel like they're using
you wear them unnecessarily to like places that you
yeah. You have mi
just to
tienda
know
with your
just so
fucking
everybody you
Beats.
had them.
Honestly, that's how I feel about AirPods, bro. If I walk like
AirPods are efficient though, bro. Other than the Pros, the original ones, they were cool, man. They were like
I would see people walking around with AirPods on.
I use my AirPods every single day, so I mean,
this motherfucker.
I'm sorry, bro. I use them every single day.
We don't speak broke, motherfucker.
dude, it's funny because sometimes
I'm joking.
sometimes people at work have like the fake ones that are like extra big. They're like 3 times as big as the regular AirPods. I'm like,
those are
God
too
damn,
thick. Those
what
are
those?
AirPods.
Yeah. So I'm just like,
You have to
damn.
turn those on and just kidding.
But yeah, so you're really gonna move Yair to Android?
I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I don't know.
I mean,
I
it
talk
look
to-
for me, man. It's like if it ain't broken, like, you know, why change it, man? This works.
I do
really
have
well
a
for
group
me.
chat with like all of my friends, and the one friend who doesn't have an iPhone is not in it because if we add
You
him,
can't even change the group chat name after that.
the whole chat is gonna turn green instead of blue.
Yeah, all my coworkers, we all have iPhones.
Yeah.
Well, our
Yeah.
company uses iPhones too, so that helps.
I always say that, but I'm probably
Yeah.
gonna stick to iPhone.
Nah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you know how right now we were looking at this new update that they made on the computer?
Yeah.
Well, they're making it like that because they're trying to merge the iPad software with the computer
Mac.
software, so that way if you wanna just hop
Either
onto
or.
either
Easy.
or. Yeah, it'll be the same thing. So I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
bro.
man, the single system. Yeah, that's what me and my company we preach. Well, not with my company, the company I work for.
Yeah, man.
I learned a lot, and they actually taught us about, like, with what I try to explain them. They taught it a better way, but the whole single system or bolted on software.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also, I mean, still in the technology world, did you guys see how SpaceX, they launched that one rocket ship and then came down and broke?
Mm-hmm.
It blew up. I mean, remember we talked about it on the podcast, but I didn't keep up
So
with that.
it did all the maneuvers. Like it went up to 50,000 or whatever, however many feet. It went up and then
when it came down, it blew up.
No, but it twisted on its side. It tilted. It goes up and then it has a tilt sideways. It falls like this. And
When
it's
it landed,
It's supposed to tilt like straight and then fall like and then like land. But it was going too fast and it blew up.
Damn.
And then just yesterday they were about to roll out the next version of it. I mean, same version but just a new one because obviously
the one is not gonna blow up.
Yeah.
Well, they don't know that yet.
Well, they don't know that yet. But as soon as they moved it, they started rolling it out. It tipped to its side, and it fucking. I mean, it just tipped.
But that's the good thing about private companies because they're not using taxpayer dollars. And if they were using taxpayer dollars, people would be like, "Why the fuck are you blowing up millions of dollars? You could be you."
Yeah.
But
it's part of the benefit of there. I mean, their own. You know why they have that money? Because they work for that money.
Yeah. So you can't tell them shit. If they want to blow up 10 of them, you can't tell them shit. I think SpaceX
has contracts too with like China and Russia or things like other countries like that. India goes into space as well. I mean, just a podcast I was listening to the other day about the guy who's in space for so long. I mean, like SpaceX already goes up there like routinely.
Yeah. So
it's crazy, man. Space is crazy and so interesting.
I thought that was funny though how they were just like rolling it out and just fucking tipped to its side.
Martin, how long have you been into space, man? Have you been into that since you were a kid?
Yeah, I did. Since I was
too,
a kid.
man.
My girlfriend fucking hates it because I'm always talking about that shit.
Nah,
like,
bro,
all the time.
Keep talking about it. Don't ever fucking change, Martin.
No, I'm not. But I'm just saying, like, it's funny, like how I
deep did you ever? I
was joking, guys.
How crazy does one have to be to look at the moon and say, "Someday I want to be up there"?
How crazy?
Because if you really think about it, that's a crazy ass fucking.
Did you know that every single planet in our solar system can fit inside between the moon and the Earth?
Yeah, the moon and the Earth.
That's a fact.
Mm-hmm. So
even like Jupiter,
yeah,
Saturn
I saw it.
Fit. That's how far away it is, man.
Damn, Jupiter's like
it's a big ass gap.
Yep. Jupiter, I think, is like 100 or something times the size of the Earth.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the Earth can fit inside that little like hole. I mean, the little.
The storm, the red hole.
Storm, right? The eye. Yeah. Did you know what's coming up on the 21st? Not getting into our deep shit.
The alignment of all planets.
If you don't like to talk about the deep shit, this is where you can stop listening. No, I'm just kidding.
The alignment of the planets.
Alignment of Saturn and Jupiter, man.
Off the Bench podcast, we go from UFC.
Dude,
that's the beauty of it, baby. That's what we got our followers.
Dude, you know how I know that?
What's up, man?
I saw a TikTok that said,
"Oh God,
dude, hold on, listen to this.
Loser."
They're like on December 21st, the planets are gonna align, and the star of Bethlehem is gonna be seen, and who knows? That might be when Jesus comes back.
Oh my God!
And I was like,
dude, what if that does happen though?
Dude, but it says on the Bible nobody knows when Jesus will come back. So how does the guy on TikTok know?
He's gonna come back and give us all mushrooms. Nah,
dude, I recently heard on a podcast that if Jesus was to come back, the way he actually existed, not the way we picture him,
and now we're into religion. Great job, Martin.
People would not recognize him.
We said we were gonna get into
not the blonde dude that the religion has told us.
Yeah.
If we actually existed, and he was to come back to Earth and tell people I'm Jesus, people would not believe him. You're not blonde.
Yeah.
You don't have blue eyes.
And one thing I just want to preface this conversation is that to our listeners, like, and I think it's important for me to say this, is like we never want to offend you and your views of religion. You know, it's completely our thoughts of what we see, and we respect, anybody who feel like, if you feel strongly about that, we would never disrespect you.
But also, if you're truly connected to a religion, and if you're truly like a Christian or a Catholic, you shouldn't be faced by what people say or think about it. You're supposed to be strong in your belief and know what you believe in, and not be offended by what people say or what other people's thoughts are, right?
Yeah, I agree with you, bro.
To,
for sure.
Yeah, because like I'm a Christian. I listen to I listen to Joe Rogan, and he always like doubts Christianity. He always talks bad about it. But it doesn't stop me from listening, because I like Joe Rogan. I like his thoughts. You're supposed to be open to it. Wait, you're not supposed to like shut down and
You're a Christian?
I'm a Christian. I go to church
every Catholic.
Huh? No.
No, he's always said Christian.
Yeah, I always said Christian.
Yeah, you go to Grace, right?
I go to Grace, yeah. And I've heard a couple of people that told me
so let me ask you a question. So how do you feel about me and Yair, like the conversations we have in our perspective on religion when you're a Christian? This is when we start arguing. Nah,
come on. Here we go.
Come on, motherfucker, I'm ready.
I actually brought my Bible. Nah, I'm kidding. No,
seriously though, how do you feel?
No,
if you feel any type of way.
I don't feel any type of way, because like I said, I feel like these thoughts I've already had them, because like I said, I listen to a lot of Joe Rogan, and he brings on a lot of people who question Christianity, who say this and that, and really I get like I pick up on stuff. Like I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Because also I feel like sometimes whenever you're like really deep into I believe a religion or whatever, you tend to just like get offended when people question it. You tend to just like curl back into your like little cocoon of like, no, I don't believe any of that. Like they're wrong. That they're lying. They're trying to get me. That they're the devil and this and that. Like I know there are people who use religion as to make money. I know there are pastors who rape kids. I know like there's. You can't be a denier, you know.
That's fucking horrible, man.
Yeah. And you can't be a denier. Like you can't just be like blinded by the actual stuff that's actually happening, right? And
if you have not had a conversation with somebody that changed your perspective, you have not grown as a person.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
You know what I mean? There's always that like, oh shit, he's right. You know, I was wrong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be able to accept that when you're wrong. If you bring me something to the
bro.
If you bring me something to the table that is a fucking fact or that makes sense, I'm gonna tell you, hey, you know what? I was wrong.
Yeah, you know, but unfortunately, and what I do see because of religion is that people will like, you know, like they say, of course, like, right, our this wall is green, but then we're taught that that's blue, right?
Yeah.
No matter what facts we put on it, that's a green wall. It will always be blue to them. Does that make sense? My analogy?
For sure.
Like, right,
yeah.
So. And that's what and really,
and there's no point of.
Go ahead, brother.
There is no point of arguing or just talking to somebody who doesn't want to accept what is a fact.
And that's what I'm talking, bro.
There's no point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I guess when you think about it, bro, I mean, it plays right into religion because religion is not based on facts.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, it's based on theories.
I mean, like, that's the way I see it. Like, I've seen it, like, bro, like, if my whole family was not Christian, I feel like we would have been like a totally different family because we're so close.
And that's amazing too. And I'm sorry, but I'll say my point after this, but go ahead.
No, I'm just saying like following the morals like of a Christian household. I feel like it's a good thing for people because
I agree as well.
You learn respect. You learn
love.
You learn to like not hold grudges and all this other stuff. And I mean, really, like you would. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, just growing up in a Christian household with their beliefs and stuff, obviously is good. And if you don't take everything to heart, because, I mean, nobody really does follow, like, 100% of the Christianity. I mean, because they say, like, you lie, you get your tongue chopped off, you whatever, you know? Yeah. Like, all of
and
that.
Also, I mean, with my time, when I used to study the Bible, it was like, you know, in God's eyes, right, quote unquote, every sin is worth the same, right? So if you curse, right, is the same thing as you kill somebody.
Yeah. Same thing.
Which I mean that doesn't make any sense to me.
Right, it doesn't to me either. So
yeah, and I feel like also the people who like say they're really religious, and when somebody questions it, and they're like, oh fuck
they're
that,
offensive about
I'm not gonna. Yeah, they're like super defensive. Like I'm not gonna listen to them because they just question Christianity. Oh, I'm not gonna listen to them because they just question Catholicism or whatever. Like, bro, you're not living a fully committed life, right? Just because you stop listening to a podcast,
bro,
or just
you're probably having sex with your girlfriend. You're not married.
You're probably lying.
You're like, oh, did you have sex before marriage?
Well,
do you have hatred in your heart?
Yeah.
Do you lie?
Go ahead.
You know, like that's just one thing that's like pissed me off. Not pissed me off, but just like, bro, like what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean you can't?
What I don't get is when if you're only a good person because you're afraid to go to hell, you're not a good person at all.
Okay, explain that. What do you mean?
Like, if you're only doing stuff, if you're not cheating on your wife, or if you're not raping kids or beating up kids because you're afraid to go to hell, but you really deep down you want to do it, you're not a good person. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
Like, oh, okay, what if somebody told you, oh, hell's not real? Would you do it? No, you still wouldn't fucking... A normal person still wouldn't fucking do it.
Yeah.
But if somebody tell like, oh, I don't do this because it's against my religion. So you're telling me if it wasn't against your religion, you would do it.
Do
I make it?
Yeah. I'm kind of tracking you now.
Okay, like it doesn't make... Dude, if you're going to do something or not do something, do it because you deep down believe in it. Or you deep down believe it's wrong.
Yeah. Not just because
a book or religion is telling you.
Yeah, I feel that. I also don't like how well, not that I don't like, but it's just weird how like there was a time when I was like, okay, I'm gonna use my Bible on my app, right, on the application, and you click on it, and there's like 72 different versions of what Bible you want to read.
Yes, and that's a huge problem. The translation, because everybody Did your parents ever ask you as a kid, "Hey, can you translate this for me?" And you were like, "Well, it says this, but it's kind of complicated."
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
the life of a DACA recipient, baby.
Yeah, we're DACA recipients
since 5 years old.
Yeah, you've been translating paperwork for your parents.
Dude, you know what's funny? Like some of the stuff, it's like the most obvious translation, but as a kid you wouldn't know. Because I remember one time my dad, we went to Home Depot, right? And he's like, "Pregúntale dónde están las llaves pericas." And I was like, what the fuck? Like, how do you even say that in English? A llave perica? Like, you know which one is that one?
Oh, yeah, because that's slang.
No, that's the one that has like the, it's like a plier, but then you scroll it.
It's a crescent wrench, I think.
No, it's an adjustable wrench. It's just an adjustable wrench. You adjust it.
That's a pretty good way to put it.
But I was like, damn, llave perica? Like, what the fuck? Like, how do you even say that? Like,
I ain't gonna lie, my grandma sometimes be telling me some stuff like that, and she's like, what does it say? I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, like, I don't even know what the fuck.
You know,
and then there I go with there goes my Mexican ass. Oh, I need a wrench to like adjust. Oh, an adjustable wrench.
It's a crescent wrench.
Oh, crescent wrench. Yeah, that one.
That's the dude. But same if I was ask you to translate ahorita, I saw a meme about this. What would you translate it as?
What?
Ahorita.
Today, right now, ahorita.
Ahorita, like ahorita.
Ahorita.
Right now.
Right now.
It depends on how I say it, huh? Like, hey, can you get this for me? Ahorita. In a bit?
Oh, in a bit.
Now?
That's
in a
true.
bit.
What about sandwich?
What do you translate it like? If I go like this, ahorita. What do you take that as?
In a little bit.
In a little bit, or hey, ahorita.
Right now,
bro.
Damn, bro. Like, hey, like
chill,
now,
dog.
Damn, dude.
So it's
he's transcended.
Translating is kind of complicated.
But even like, what about sandwich? How do you say sandwich in Spanish?
Sandwich.
Sandwich. Mason sandwich?
No.
Yes.
No, it has a weird name. It's like, it has like a HU on it. I saw it the other day on TikTok, but I can't remember it.
Dude, this guy in TikTok, bro.
Bro, my
freaking millennium, bro.
I'm getting into TikTok because, bro.
Are you really into TikTok, bro?
I mean,
it's cool. It's a real question. Like,
no, I'm really into learning right now because I feel like
that's a beautiful thing.
I feel like because Instagram now is you can't grow unless you're using everything. Right now they're pushing Reels really hard, which is basically their TikTok. But I noticed that if you make a TikTok, you can download it and then put it up as a reel on Instagram. So might as well just grow both of them at the same time.
Oh, you're trying to grow your audience?
Yeah, for my photography stuff. So that's
you're doing a great job, man. I don't know if you noticed, I'd be supporting you all the time.
Yeah, for sure. I've been checking it out. But yeah, like
I
have to be mean, bro. You know, it's just
I better win that giveaway.
Nice, you know? It already ended, bro.
Who won it?
I know her, Leslie. She went to Sam Houston with me.
I don't know who she is, but
she was she's a model or something like that too.
Yeah.
Bullshit, Martin. I was supposed to win it.
Motherfucker.
I DM'd you, bro.
If you win, then they're gonna be like, "What the fuck? These people have been on your Instagram forever."
No, it's good, man. I'm happy your business is going good, man. Especially, you know, it's a blessing, man. One thing I did want to talk about, and not really like too deep into it, but I think it's important to, you know, around the holiday times to acknowledge, you know, how blessed we are, man. Yeah, you know, sure. Like how blessed we are as immigrants, as because that's what we are underlying. Before we're DACA recipients, man, we were immigrants, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And
so a lot of
DACA recipients later,
bro. Huh? A lot of this whole countries are full of immigrants.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. No, but I think it's just important to realize how grateful we are to have this life and to be this blessed, to have these type of hobbies, you know, to make it this far, and also know that, you know, we just didn't make it this far, but you know we still have so much to go, you know. Because I mean, just think about where you were 10 years ago. And I mean, just because for me, like, I know where I was 10 years ago, and just how my life has just so much drastically changed. And sometimes it's like hard to believe, you know, life is so just calm, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think about that, brother?
I'm gonna answer that with a question. Do you think that's because of your hard work, or you was just blessed, or combination of both?
Well, for me, it's like I heard this quote the other day. It's like, you know, luck favors the bold, right? I feel like it's because of like I'm blessed because I'm willing to work hard all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's like, you know, you just don't get blessed with being on your couch and watching fucking Netflix, you know?
Yeah.
I've
Like-
recently, it's from a song, but it's in Spanish. I'm translated. Si buscas una mano amiga, empieza por tu brazo. You know what that means?
Well,
If you're looking for
a friendly hand, start with
yeah,
your arm.
start with your arm. So, and I don't know, I was just thinking about that. And if you're trying to push your car on the side of the road, if you're sitting on the passenger seat, nobody's going to stop by. But if somebody sees you pushing your car by yourself, most
Someone might
likely
help you.
people are going to stop by and help you.
Yeah, for sure.
100%. 100%. What do you think about that, Martin?
Oh no, yeah. I mean, I'm grateful for where I'm at, but also I feel like we're all like in different stages of life, right? So I feel like I'm still like, and I'm still hustling. Still trying to do a lot of stuff.
Hey, brother, I'm telling you, I'm hustling every day.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm hustling too.
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. Well, I was just saying like just different parts because you're hustling for different reasons than I am, right? Because I'm like, I mean, I feel like I'm still living with my parents, you know,
Mhm.
still living there with them, and still trying to get a house and all that stuff, and
Yeah.
getting married, see when I'm gonna get married, or all this other stuff, you know. Like, there's a lot to think about,
Right.
and I'm still working hard, and you know, just keep going forward, like not stopping, you know.
And see, bro, like that's I love that you make that point because that I think like that's exactly what it is, man. Is that the moving forward part, you
Mhm.
know, like good things are not gonna happen if you decide to stop for the right time, right? It's never gonna be the right time to move forward. You have to
Step up.
just step up and take that bet on yourself, man. Like I could just like I really one thing is funny, like I want to talk less and less about myself on this podcast, you know, because I think it's more important to talk about other people or like our guests. But I think a lot about, like, you know, many times I close my eyes and I just think about many times where I'm just like, I am so like the me right now, like right now it's 7:48 p.m. on December 18th. I thank myself like for doing that 5 years ago, taking
Mhm.
that small step where it sucked, like
Just
where-
pushing through it.
yeah, just pushing fucking through, man. And I mean, like think about this, guys. Think about when Liz was here. We don't have to talk about it in detail, but when Liz were here and I came to y'all and I said, guys, I have this big thing that could potentially happen for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm 3 weeks into it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's because like at that point, like I continuously bet on myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm like, and it's not about me. It's like, if you're listening to this is an advice that I can give to you, is like, believe in yourself. That is, I feel like, the first key to like really transcend and
That's
like
50% of the battle.
mm-hmm.
Just believe in yourself and
Believe in yourself. And even if you're not ready at that moment, you don't have to be. Get yourself ready as you're going. But
Mhm.
but you know that the pushing forward is so important, man.
Yeah, even like I've noticed that on my YouTube channel, like even though like I'm not popped off or anything, but like I see every day like 1 subscriber, 2 subscribers, 1 subscriber, 3
Mhm.
subscribers, 4 subscribers, and every day, like, you know, just not every day, but maybe every once a week or whatever. And like and I feel like a lot of people like think they will never get anywhere, right? But you have to start at 0. You always start at 0.
Everyone has
Mhm.
yep.
And
Everybody has a day one.
And if you listen to the
And
most
then whenever-
famous YouTubers, they're gonna tell you, hey, my first 6 months I had like 3 subscribers and I was just dropping videos.
yeah. And also not even that, like also whenever you actually get to that goal where, I mean, not that goal, that point where you, let's say, become famous or whatever, people are like, oh, well, it was easy for him. I mean,
Mhm.
he makes good videos, so he popped off real quick.
Yeah.
No, dude, it took 10 years, you know.
Yeah,
It started.
I don't know if I saw. I shared this on my Instagram. It says, you know, when you're down, they'll make fun of you. When you're in the middle, they'll ignore you, and when you're on top, they'll tell you it was easy, or like, you know,
Mhm.
it was somehow, you know, and that's.
I was just saying that because, like, I feel like right now when I get home, I'm probably going to film a YouTube video. So, I mean, like, if the work don't stop, you know, like, just always keep going.
Always keep going, man, and always start. You know,
Should
if
we
you believe on
touch
yourself.
this?
Yeah, we talked about that.
What is that?
Should we touch it?
No, 100%. So.
Especially the top line.
Yeah. I actually, it's funny. Carissa, which was one of our first guest guys, was one of our biggest episodes too. I sent this to her, and I was like, no, I think she posted it, and then I, you know, swiped up and I just replied. I was like, hey family. I was like, this is crazy. 'Cause I feel like this is something that this is where I've grown a lot in the last year, because I felt like I was like toxically positive to myself,
Mm-hmm.
where I was like hustle to. So guys,
So yeah, explain it for the
we'll
listeners.
post it. We'll post this actually on Tuesday when we drop the podcast. But
Show
yeah,
it to Martin.
yeah. So this is right here, Martin. I don't know if you've seen it, but I'm gonna read it out. So let me see it when you're done.
So
Oh
the-
yeah, I saw that.
yeah, they're supposed to with
Yeah.
two sides of it. There, one of them is toxic positivity, and the other one's highest self. The
Mhm.
top line says hustle 24/7 versus staying balanced. It's
Let's
hustling
go topic by topic.
Yeah,
So
top.
hustle 24/7 to stay balanced. What do you think about that? What does that mean to you?
Hustle 24/7. That you gotta. It also goes back to another line that says that it's down there. But while others sleep, you gotta stay working. No, man, you also gotta take care of yourself.
You have to.
You gotta stay balanced. Life for me, it's about staying balanced. You can't work 100% and not give your family, because at the end of the day, you're not gonna be happy at home,
Mm-hmm.
right? So yeah, you have to stay balanced with everything in your life.
Right. And also, like, you know, what I see, especially like people in our young 20s, is that like, you know, hustle 24/7. Yeah, of course it's good. I would
Mhm.
still agree to wake up early and make shit
Mhm.
done. But, you know, give yourself some rest, man. You know,
Take care of
because to
yourself.
really be productive, because you don't want to be busy. Who wants to be busy? You want to be productive, right?
Mhm.
And that's something that I learned from some of my mentors, is like, don't fucking brag about being busy. Like, if you're busy, you're like, either you're fucking dumb or you're bad at what you're doing. Be productive. You know what I'm saying? Get shit
productive.
done. Like, don't say, oh man, I've been grinding for 14 hours. Well, why the fuck did it take you that long? You know what I'm saying?
There are days where you are.
No, of course,
yeah.
of course. Right.
Be productive.
Yeah, be productive. So the next one is failure is not an option. And that's the toxic positivity, which is the highest self, it says, or, you know, more balanced self, you could say. It says failure equals a learning lesson.
That's a question that Martin asked a couple podcasts ago, that said, should failure be what was your question? Should failure be normalized? I said yes, because people fail in life. That's what life is. People, should you give up? No, you should try different things. But when we're talking about dream jobs and stuff, but people fail. People fail at. I mean, it's just a part of life.
I mean, every successful people who you probably look up to, if you're listening to this, who is like, when you think of success, like this person comes to your head, they have failed many times. Like, I mean, it's kind of weird. I mean, I guess the way it's worded, I think, like, well, for me, when I think of this, is like, failure's not an option. Like, to me, is like, overall, I never think about like failure being an option, but when I fail, I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
because I've learned.
Because failure is not an option when you're thinking about it long term. Failure is not an option for your life. So you failed at something, but you haven't failed
at life.
Yeah, your whole life. Just because you weren't good at something, it doesn't mean you're not good at in life. You know.
Yeah, and just also realize, guys, that you know, with success comes plenty of failure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like plenty of failure, plenty of no's, plenty of fuck no, or whatever it might be. It just comes with it. The next one is toxic positivity, is always saying stay positive, right? Which, I mean, being optimistic is important, but also realizing, which the next one is, emotions are normal, which is the highest self, is it's okay to not feel okay sometimes. You know, it's okay to feel sad or angry or frustrated, because not every day is going to be fucking candies and gumdrops and shit, you know? And that's a big one for me too, where like for me, I was like, nah, I used to be like, I gotta be positive, blah, 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 all the time. And it's like, man, sometimes, you know, you just have a fucking bad day, man. You know, like, it's okay to not feel the best that day. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah. This is a big, I think the big one, this is one I'm pretty proud of myself for. And y'all tell me what y'all think, guys. It says, at least you're not, which is right away, that's very, like, pessimistic, right? It says, at least you're not. Okay. To compare to I am grateful for, right?
Yeah.
I think it just goes to, like, if you're listening to on YouTube or you're viewing us right now, it's just to this, like, cup, right?
Looking
it's
at this,
the half full, not half empty, right? Which is like, instead of saying at least I'm not in fucking jail, and saying instead of saying that, being like, man, I am grateful for just being alive. I'm
just focus on the positive things instead of focusing on the negative things.
Right. While you sleep, I grind. Which is like, I need sleep to function. You know,
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
everybody sleeps. So if you're not sleeping from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., that means you're sleeping from fucking noon to 5 p.m.
Yeah.
So you
have to
still gotta sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I see that most often.
It's like saying while you're at the club, I'm grinding. Okay, but if you're at the club on a Tuesday, or that means you grind it throughout fucking Monday to Friday for you to enjoy yourself.
Yeah. The next one is just be happy, you know. And what it says happiness is defined by me and it can fluctuate. And that's true, man. You know, if happiness fluctuates and happiness is so relative, you know, like just think about what happiness can be sometimes. Somebody paying for your drink at Starbucks to, you know, something completely different, which is like, you know, somebody paying for you to go to school. You know, both their happiness is relative to like the situation. What do you think about that, Martin?
No, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think how, like, just be happy. I feel like that's too bold of a statement because some people are like really, you know, like have mental issues and stuff. But I mean, yeah,
No,
I guess
we're saying the opposite of that. We're saying the opposite of that. Like, we're just saying to just be happy. It's okay not to always be happy.
Yeah, it's okay not to always be happy. Yeah, I mean,
It's fucking part of life, bro.
Yeah.
It's part of life. Emotions are
We're all
part of
grown
life.
ups. You're not just gonna be fucking smiling all day, every day. Shit happens.
Yeah, if you think you're happy all the time, then like I mean, I'm like, well, we must have a really good life, or you haven't just been
Even
introduced
that,
to
man, I
life.
feel
But
like
even having a really fucking good life will be boring.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
not
life
happy.
is about its ups and downs.
wow.
Yeah, I think
If
that's what
it-
makes life exciting, man. You
Mhm.
know, like that constantly willing to conquer. You know, I think that's for me one of my strong suits and my weaknesses at the same time, which is ironic because I feel like usually how some things are laid out is like a double-edged sword, which is my willingness to always want to conquer more has allowed me to be successful in what things I pursued, but at the same time, it like doesn't allow me to be fulfilled with the things I have. Something I talked to my therapist about before. I talked to my wife about it. But maybe this is also comes from a lot of like childhood trauma and stuff like that. Which trauma doesn't mean physically; it just means like things you see or environments you're
Like
in.
PTSD kind of post traumatic stress.
Yeah.
I feel that.
You know, I mean, look, let's talk about something a little deeper before we wrap up. Like, what are some things that, if you don't want to share, you don't share, but like, what are some things that, like, you know, you as an immigrant, you have PTSD of now? That, like, you grew up
PTSD
and you
about
saw,
as
like,
an immigrant.
like, think about it a little deeply, you know?
No,
And
I know mine. I
W-
feel like
do you-
mine
do you
is.
wanna share?
I'm trying to think of something.
Huh?
do you want to share?
Yeah, I'll share. I mean, some PTSD that I have is like not to like just because it happened to me as a kid, like not being accepted by like white kids. Whenever they're like in a circle, you know, you think you can just like pop in there and like be friends with them or whatever. Like there was a couple of times where I got like rejected, like hey, can I play with you guys or whatever? And they'll be like, oh, like no, you can't. And I was just like, oh, okay, cool. Like I'll just fuck off then, I guess. But
That's so sad, man. As a
but-
parent, bro, that hurts me, man.
yeah, but like
'Cause
carrying
you
on
were
to
a
like
kid.
like carrying on to like as an adult now, like I'm not gonna lie, like sometimes whenever like there's a group of like white people or you know like they're Americans born here or whatever, I am kind of like still like fuck. Like,
Does it
alright.
like affect your confidence at that moment?
But yeah, like a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, it does shake my confidence. Like I don't know, I'm not like fully 100% positive I can go in there and join the conversation or whatever's happening. You know, like I'm not as
That's welcome.
and I know it's white people because I have no problems with Asians because I have a lot of Asian friends and they're always been so accepting and
Well,
everything.
they're also
right?
a minority. But
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah, because they're a minority as well. But whenever I went to Kansas City and my girlfriend has a lot of like white friends, and like even then I was still kind of afraid like saying something like talking or whatever. But like they were really cool. They're so like it just depends on the person. I feel like as
Yeah,
well.
for sure.
Because they're like I know like they're just people as well. Everybody, we're all people. But
I guess most of the time they don't even.
yeah, and this is probably some fuck off kids, you know, like fucking spoiled ass kids that I didn't know or whatever.
Mhm.
But it like as a kid, immigrant, you get here to the United States, and especially Pasadena, because back then, like I guess whenever I got here when
Yeah.
I was 4 years old, whatever, however many years ago that was, Pasadena was mostly white.
Right.
So there was a lot of like I felt like there was a lot of white kids or whatever, and the one time or a few times like throughout like third and fourth grade when I got rejected and all that stuff, I was just it kind of like scarred me, I guess, because now as an adult sometimes like very little I feel it still like I'm like, oh fuck, should I go?
What do you think you could do to help you with that?
Shit, I don't even fucking know. I don't know.
But
I just feel, but it's not.
man,
It's not like
you gotta just. I mean, think about like. I mean, you are great. If you would, I wouldn't do this with you if you.
no,
weren't
I
great.
know, but also like me as a photographer. Did you see my Instagram? It's full of like white girls and whatever. Like I'm not. It's like it's a minor thing. I'm because you asked like, is there anything like I mean like, and it's like really minor, but it's like they're just freaking people. They talk normal. They're not all the same. Like it's just. It doesn't affect me as much anymore, but it's like very little bit. But
no, I mean it's normal, man. It's normal. I mean that's something that I encountered with, which overall helped me once I got through. But like when I first went to Sam, like as a freshman, think about it, man. I was an immigrant as a freshman, this brown dude, and I mean I definitely felt that 100%, brother.
It's like, weird, right?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
It's weird. It's fucking
back
weird.
then. But then I think it helped me. Joining the fraternity helped. Because I got involved around them, and then it just became comfortable, and it's just really like it's just about you, and then like when they see that confidence within you,
oh yeah, for
then
sure.
it's like, it's everything just brushes off, it's like this bubble you have. What about you, Yair? Or if you have,
I mean,
if you
for
want to
me,
share.
yeah, for me, it's not it is personal, but not personally. It's for my parents. It's every time they tell me they're going somewhere, I'm like. Kind of scared because they go to the casinos a lot or whatever. And I'm like, man, fuck, I don't want people looking at them bad because even then they don't speak the language, bro. So it's hard for me to like for something I can't control for people to look at them bad.
Right.
Oh,
and
you
me not being
feel,
there, me not being their translator or something.
Them,
yeah, that's just me. But for me personally, I don't know. I've always been pretty confident.
Right.
But
what about anything else? No, that's good, man. You had a good life.
Yeah, I mean,
climbing trees.
No, honestly,
honestly, I don't know. Like the first episode, he's like, "That's racist." I'm like, "Motherfucker, I'm Mexican like you."
No, for sure. But like, I grew up around Hispanic kids. Yeah. I didn't go to a white school or something, so I never kind of faced that side of it.
Dude,
I grew up in Pasadena, bro. So
yeah,
that reminds me. My whenever I got here, I lived in some apartments, right? And I remember my neighbor. He was white, and he was my best friend. And then when I went to school. And I couldn't get along with him. I was like, what the fuck? Like, how is my neighbor, my best friend, he's white. But when I go to school, like, people don't like me. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's kind of like, I guess, fucked with me when I was little, too. So it was just weird.
You know.
Dude, I got a fuckload of traumas, brother. But
just one,
bro.
Yeah.
Pick one.
Yeah, one.
No, this is an immigrant. It's just really like, I mean, I don't know how to really word this, but it's just like, the fact that like I knew, like I didn't have much, you know what I'm saying? Because like on top of being an immigrant, like, my dad, left. So it's like, I mean, think about how like your mom with no papers, how is she going to get through, man? You know what I'm saying? That was my life. So now that like my life is so different, I fight the fact of like, it's just like, I don't know, just letting go of that shit, like letting go of that. I used to have like a really big chip. I still have a chip, and I mean, I hopefully one day goes away, but I don't know if it will. But it's just like that mentality of like it made me cold. It made me heartless. Not like towards like in a relationship, but like towards people. Like why are you fucking complaining? You know what I'm saying? Made me inconsiderate and like lack of compassion. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because like in my head, which is like, not a good way to, not a good thought process. It's like you had your mom and your dad. Like, why the fuck are you complaining? Like I didn't have that. That kind of ugly mentality, and it's not a good mentality. It's a toxic one. And it doesn't allow me to be fully happy, which I feel like I've gotten a lot better with ever since I had kids. But that's probably the biggest one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just a weird thing, but sometimes like, I feel like our own things that make us bad can like empower us as well. You know what I'm saying? Like that villain in the movie who is like really powerful because he's a villain. Does that make sense?
Or no? In a way, yeah.
I don't know, man. I think that's probably my own as an immigrant. You know, like just knowing I always had less and I was able to always do more, and then now that I have more, it's just like it makes me very. Sometimes it makes me very unconsiderate of people. You know, it makes me very cold and be like,
if somebody that grew up with kind of like you would say everything,
not even everything, just like a standard living, right? So like even just like a regular life,
and they complain about something,
and they complain
like,
about something. I'm just like, you're a bitch, like, you know, like that's how the 22 year old 20 to 22 year old Noe would think. But I feel like I've gotten better because of kids and just also maturing, right? But it's just you know, just that was probably a big one of mine, and it's so freaking funny. I'm actually tell a funny story about it. When I found out I was gonna have a kid, I was working, you know, with Crystal, and I mean I wasn't making much money there, and I had applied at Yes Prep. So overall, I'm so happy that didn't go through. But this is funny. I know this is why I didn't get the freaking job. I went to the interview and like I was like, yeah, one thing about me, this is so fucking stupid, man. I can't believe I said this shit. I was like, sometimes, you know, like people will. I was like, I just kind of see everyone the same, and it's like if people complain, I'm just like, why the fuck are you complaining? And I'm like, this is like a fucking position to fucking go fucking like teach like underage kids math. I mean like underprivileged kids math, whatever. But I mean, I'm so glad I didn't get that job because I mean it propelled me to what I love doing now. But yeah, I mean that's clearly why I didn't get that fucking job. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not meant for that shit. So I mean, I could teach math.
Take note. That's something you should
not say. I knew.
You're trying to get the job. Don't say that.
Oh,
you're good.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
But the beauty of it, guys, is really as we wrap up here is that we're so blessed, guys. I think it's important, you know, to really reflect on that. Us three, and I mean, anyone who's listening or viewing this is you know, if right now, you know, you have your health, most importantly, your family, if you're employed, if you have a roof over your head, it is a blessing, especially in a year like 2020, especially if you know where you come from. And everyone, you know, individual has their own separate problems or issues, and we really all do. And it's another thing that I learned as I got older, too, and I expanded. And I really, like, most of my colleagues and, like, some friends are really, like, in their 30s or 40s. And I realized it's like no matter how good your life was, everyone has issues.
Oh, for sure.
Everyone has problems, right? So it's not just being like, oh, my problems are shittier than yours. Yeah. Like, no, everyone's had problems, and problems are relative. So it's just, that's one thing I learned, and I'm glad, you know, to opening my eyes to be a better person. But yeah, man, I mean, just be grateful. Gratitude is so important, you know, for the smallest things.
Yeah.
But
and everybody that's listening out there, in 2 days it's Christmas, so hopefully everybody
2 days, motherfucker. You can't do math. It's the 18th.
What?
It's going to drop on Tuesday.
It's going to drop on Tuesday.
Oh,
motherfucker.
Gotcha.
My dumbass. Damn it. Idiot.
Then you got to apologize now.
Sorry, Martin.
That's cool.
Do you remember that first podcast when I was like, what did I tell you? I was like, what'd you say, bitch?
I think there was a fight that weekend or something.
No.
Oh, he said something about dropping tonight, Tuesday, or today?
No,
Tuesday?
no. I think, like, it was the very first or second podcast, and I thought you were making a dumb face, and I was like...
Oh, he said, what, bitch?
I was like, what, bitch?
Oh,
damn,
okay.
bro.
That podcast.
Dude, I felt so cringy, bro. Like, I was like, oh, my God. When I was listening to the podcast for the first time, I was like, oh, my God, this is that fucking part.
Yeah.
Sorry, Martin.
What, bitch?
Sorry, dude. Sorry.
But no, yeah, basically I was gonna end it out all like trying to do like this cool thing, but now it's kind of ruined out.
End it out.
No, but yeah, I was
Wrap
gonna say
it
like
up.
happy Merry Christmas or whatever. Hope you guys have a good time with y'all's family.
For sure. Yeah, and what you got, Dado?
I don't know, man.
Ready for that carne asada?
Ready for that carne asada. Yeah, that's about it. Y'all stay blessed.
Stay blessed, guys.
Everybody.
Stay blessed. Enjoy your family.
Short
And
podcast today.
yeah, thank you for living in. Yeah. All right, guys.
See
Merry
ya.
Christmas.